Well, Gary, thanks for your time today. 3-2 win at home against Wingate Finchley. Give us your thoughts on today's performance.
We're pleased with the win. We needed it after the last couple, so nice to get back onto a winning, hopefully start of a winning run. I thought the performance was mixed. It was a little bit up and down. I thought we were good in spells. We played some really nice football and connected some good patterns at times, and other times I thought we were very, very loose, particularly first half. But listen, they're a good side, much better than their league position says, and we say that about a lot of teams in this division, but that's the strength of the division. So, yeah, I think there's room for improvement. I think there was some good moments in the game, but really pleased with the result, obviously.
I'm clearly, we always like talking about the good moments. And in the first half, we went 2-0 up. First goal came a corner. The little magician again. George took the corner and Bobby Price headed it in. And then, again, George down the right-hand side, put a cross in. I think that might have been a deflection. Khan put the ball away for a 2-0 lead. So I know you're saying that, probably we didn't play how you wanted us to play, but you must have been pleased for us to take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1-1. We went 2-1 up, didn't we, after they...
My apologies, so, yes, you are right. My apologies, Gary. Yeah.
No, we were pleased on the reaction. We were disappointed with the goal. We feel we can defend that better with a bit more awareness. But, yeah, we're pleased that the reaction was there to get the goal. We're pleased with the set piece because it's something we've looked at this week. We felt our set pieces, we've been close, but we felt a little more detail we could do something, so we were really pleased that we got one today. Credit to Jay and the boys on that, because they've come up with the routine for that. But yeah, as I say, we're disappointed with the goal we conceded, but the reaction is what really pleases us in terms of going back down the other end and get ourselves back in front.
I mean, normally in games we tend to dominate the ball. I mean, we're a very good passing side on our day. That didn't seem to be the case today. We seemed to give the ball away in a number of areas. I mean, was there a reason for that today?
No, or was it just one of those days? I don't think it's a particular reason. I thought first half we gave it away cheaply. We were a bit sloppy. There was a few misplaced passes and not quite on the same wavelength with the ball player and the movement in front. Just didn't feel we were quite connected today. Can't really put my finger on what it was. We'll look back at it and we'll look at kind of the movement patterns and the type of passes and we'll try and iron it out a bit.
I mean, we spoke a little bit before we came on camera today that you felt the second half we played it a little bit better in the second half. Didn't seem to create many chances, even though you were quite happy with the performance. They seemed to put us under quite a bit of pressure in the second half. I
think we started the half really well. I thought there was a much better tempo and intensity. I think the first 10 minutes we probably dominated. And then the game... there was a couple of injuries. Popey goes down, and then there's a couple of other injuries, and it kind of slows the game down a little bit, and then momentum shifts their way. And I agree, they had a spell, but then I thought we played some of our better attacking football during their better spells. There was some good breakaway play, some good connections, and Popey linking the play, which ultimately led to the third goal as well. So, yeah, I think we would like to control the possession a bit more. We'd like to control the territory a bit more, but sometimes you have to just manage the situation and get what you can from it.
I mean, I think before we scored our third goal, there was a bit of a talking point. Khan got into the box, and I know my views on the referee's decision, but have you got a take on the penalty not being given?
Our view was we felt it was a good tackle. There weren't much of an appeal from us in the dugout. I think we were all quite aligned in that we felt it was a good tackle. Having talked to different people around the ground, there's lots of different views, and I'd say it's 50-50 on who thought it was and who thought it wasn't. Our view was we felt it was a good tackle. But
yeah, I can't think from probably where I was standing that the guy did make connection with the ball. I suppose the only talking point is he did seem to come in from behind Khan, but as I say, he played the ball, so referee made the call. But again, the way the second half was going, you must be delighted that we got the third goal. Gave us a bit of breathing space, even though they did get one back.
Yeah, we were pleased with the third one, and I think the goal they get back sort of deflates us a little bit. But what was a brilliant day, and credit to all the volunteers and David, Vicky, and Dave for what they've put on today, because there was a real buzz around the ground. I thought the crowd were excellent. The singing behind the goal was excellent. I just thought there was a real buzz around. The crowd was good. So to get the third goal, I thought was good to reward them guys for, and get the result. Just a little disappointed with the second goal we conceded, because it's kind of how we leave the pitch is having conceded that goal. So it just deflated us a little bit. But listen, it's a big 3 points, and it keeps us in the hunt for something this season.
We've had a situation with the goalkeeper, and you brought Mike in. I know I spoke to you before the game started today, and on where he's come from. But can you give us give the fans an indication of who he is, and and where he's come from, and how pleased you must have been with his performance today? Yeah,
we were really pleased with him today. He's made some big saves at real key moments when the game was tight. Mike's come in from Brighton on loan. When we needed a goalkeeper, we kind of spoke to them, and they said they had this lad, so we brought him in, and he's gelled really well with the group. I thought he was excellent last week in his debut at Wild, which is a really tough place to go, particularly for a goalkeeper, and today I think he's been outstanding as well.
You wanted to talk to you about the crowd and everything today. I mean, you touched on it already. David and Vicky, as you rightly say, incredibly enthusiastic chair people, and running the club, and what they've done in the last 12 months here has been fantastic. I mean, we had 1,492 here today, but there's more to that. We've had the official opening of the fan zone today, with a live band. How much of a difference have David and Vicky made with their efforts, and Dave Bradbury, because obviously Dave and yourself are a big part of this club. How much of a difference has it made what these guys are doing behind the scenes to what's happening with you and Jay and the guys on the pitch? How much of an influence is that having?
It's huge, and I would include the volunteers in that, the Monday Club and Lyndon and these guys. Everyone's trying to raise the game, so it's not just us putting a squad together that performs on the pitch. They're keeping pace off the pitch. They're making it a good environment for these players to come and play in. The investment in the site with the new pitch, but not just the new pitch, things like the fan zone, has been incredible. And I'm fortunate that I spend quite a bit of time at the club, working from the club, so I get to see all of the hard work that goes in. I don't just see the football side of it, I see the day-to-day, what goes in, organising things like today, and credit to them, because it makes a hell of a difference when you go out and there's 1,400 fans there and everyone's buzzing and there's live music, the food's good. So yeah, it grows the reputation of the club, and it makes it an attractive club for players to come to.
Very well. Thanks for your time today, Gary, and congratulations on your win.
Nice one. Thank you.
Cheers.